What's happening, Blades? I'm back. I made it for another video. Firstly, huge apologies about the quality of the last one. It were obviously a first go. I'm going to strive to get better with every video in terms of the quality. Really appreciative of all the well wishes and tweets and retweets, and special mention to Nick and Hal from Sheffield United Way. Thank you for reaching out and giving me some really strong advice and encouragement. So I've felt very welcomed on the platform, and thank you to my 17 subscribers, which I hope will be more after this video, but I know it's more than just my family subscribing, so thank you very much. Somebody's obviously at least half interested in what I've got to say. So just to give you a bit of background on me, I'm on Twitter, Jimmy the Blade, based in West Yorkshire. As I said, we're actually in Wakefield, and season ticket holder on John Street, as I'd said, but I haven't been a lifelong season ticket holder, although we've always been Blades. My dad's from Attercliffe, which is why we're all Blades in family. And there's a reason we haven't been season ticket holders. My dad were a scout for 25 years, a professional scout for Bradford, Everton for about 10 years, Chelsea. And obviously me being based over here, all my mates at Leeds and stuff, so went to games but sporadically. Only when my dad's retired this last couple of years have we got season tickets, and we go with family to games, and absolutely loving it. It's just great for everybody into itself. I've been a scout myself for 3 or 4 years. First team scout for Bristol Rovers, not as impressive as the CV but Bristol Rovers, Rotherham, spent a bit of time with Millers, and Colchester United. So I can get into that in another video if people are interested. It don't make me any more qualified than anybody else. I had no... It weren't my dad that got me in, but I had no... I can go into it another time, but it's an experience. But what it does do, I think, and I've spoken to my dad about this, it makes you look at the game differently. Everybody analyses the game now, so it has moved on to this sort of stage, but I can't, and haven't for as long as I can remember, be able to watch a game for pure enjoyment. I'm always looking and analysing why, even if players upfield, why ain't that centre half dropping in, or it's always been analytical because of what my dad did. He'd take me to these games that he were going to, and he'd be showing me, formations, and look at how they're set up, and look at how they have two banks and all these things. So from a young age, I've always been interested in sort of analysing, which I suppose leads me to this sort of platform. So thank you again for your support. Really appreciate it. On to the Swans. I thought we had a great first 10 minutes and we're all over them. And I thought, we are levels above here. And we have been, let's be right, in terms of how we played overall. But then I felt we sort of dropped off and drifted into a bit of obscurity. I was a bit concerned. Some chances we were opening and leaving open, wide open at back, sort of a bit of disorganisation. Pirot stepped around. If he could finish, which he can usually, and he has shown in last season that he can, thankfully he left his shooting boots at home, because we could have easily been 1 or 2 down. I thought it were fairly even, but I thought they had the better chances, particularly first half, and then they came on a bit stronger in second half as well. So whilst the result is unbelievable, and I think the desire that Brewster and to be fair, Cadra were awful until that last goal in terms of his cameo, but I do think it shows the hunger in the squad to impress. When you get in those limited minutes, it shows the competition for places. Brewster, who's obviously not on a McBurney type drought, but the goals aren't been flowing for him to get into that position and lay it off for an assist. I thought spoke volumes about the team mentality, and obviously it's euphoric to win last minute, and I think it were more, we felt like we'd nicked it. We don't win like that. That's not the Sheffield United way, if you like, excuse the pun, but we never win in that manner. So other than Blackburn last season, which I think was an absolute exception, but when the game is sort of balanced fairly evenly, I think we'd all sort of accepted that it petered out to a draw. and some concerns with away performances not being to the same tempo as home, but absolutely we'll take them 3 points all day long. I know that Norwich obviously won last night as I record this. I thought Bristol City looked excellent, by the way, so they're going to be no mugs. And Norwich sort of scored odd break while they were on top, and really it was Bristol that were pushing play. So I thought, it could have gone either way, that one. I was disappointed to see Norwich come out on top, but there is a bit of a gap now opening up to third. If we dare say it already after 9 games, we're 5 points clear of third, and it's unbelievable, isn't it? Again, being a blade and leaning towards pessimism, I do have a video in mind in terms of what does it entail if we do or we don't get promotion, because I think, it's promotion or bust for us, if I'm honest. It's great that we're doing as well as we are, and I don't want to take shine off anything that's happening, but I'm glad we're doing as well as we are, because I think we could massively unravel. I watched Benjamin Bloom's quick breakdown. If you're not following Benjamin Bloom, then please do. It's a fantastic Championship podcast and YouTube channel. And he did a little bit on Danny Schofield being sacked at Huddersfield, and how they'd mirrored Barnsley. And obviously Barnsley had a charge to playoffs year prior, then tailed off, got relegated, sacked their manager mid-season, didn't work out for him, got relegated, and obviously now they're languishing in League One. And there were sort of a mirror between how Huddersfield are doing compared to Barnsley, and they're sort of following the same pattern. I don't know whether if we don't go up this year, we may follow that same pattern in terms of contracts are running out. Obviously Berger leaves, Egan probably goes. We sort of have to start turning over the squad to cheaper, younger, all that sort of thing. So, which nobody wants. Obviously, we want younger players coming through, but at the right time and when we say so. So, anyway, that's for another video. But it was just something that, just so you know a little bit more about me. That's where my head is. Let's keep focused next game. So next game being Preston. They are the middling team of the Championship. Another draw for them. I think that's 6 draws out of the 9 games. Drawing with Burnley the other night. Tough team, Burnley. I think they're going to be, as they've had such a turnover of players, Burnley. I think once they start to gel, they'll start to join us towards top end at table, and may even make a later push for automatics under Company. I rate him, and I think some of the signings have been really strong. I don't know all of them, obviously. A few of them have come from overseas, but I think Burnley will be a good team, and so a point for Preston isn't a bad result, I don't think, particularly with it being a derby game. I think Preston will be a tougher test than Swansea, and I think international breaks come at right time for us. We're looking leggy. I know we've got injuries, and you'd think about that in terms of players coming back, but I think we're looking leggy in terms of a starting 11. I don't think we've got the same tempo. I don't know whether it's because it's away rather than home, but we shouldn't need the crowd to push you forward to up the tempo. I don't know why we can't control games the same way we can at home. Is it that little touch of confidence that's needed, that extra bit of confidence that's needed that you maybe get at home and you get that back in? I'm not sure. There's something missing in away performances, and it is a concern. I don't mean to be doom and gloom, because we've just got 3 points at Swansea and a clean sheet. Fantastic result, but performances is where your trajectory is, isn't it, in terms of if we can just bank that as a 3-pointer, brilliant, let's go again, fresh, fantastic. But I think it's going to be tricky. Preston went, I don't know what record was, but mostly you'll be aware they went so long without conceding and without scoring. There were 0-0s all over the shop. Now it's just starting to change, obviously, but the draw specialist, as we've noted, I'd be happy with a point here. I'd take a point all day long. It may mean that we don't go into international break top of league, but I think 1 point away, 3 at home, that's all you need in it. 2 points per game, that'll set you up. And squeaking odd 1-0 away at Swansea, and obviously clean sheet victory at Hull, that will be enough. Obviously, would be delighted with the 3 points, but I think we've got to be realistic. They've got some good players, Preston. I rate the goalkeeper. I don't know how they've managed to get Freddie Woodman in. A few loans out to the Championship. Obviously not going to be number one in Prem for Newcastle, but I think they've done well to get Freddie Woodman over the line. Good keeper at this level. I think they've got, I know they've got Alan Brown, who's a bit of a number 10 for them, can play between lines, and again, one for us to be wary of. Does Norwood drop off and try and pick up? Does Tommy Doyle do that? We don't want Egan pushing out to come to him, so tricky against number 10s in our formation, because we don't want to nullify Norwood. We want to play our game, but away from home, are we confident enough to do that, impose our game on them? I know we don't change system, but it does sometimes affect how we play, so it's tricky. They've got Robbie Brady as well. I don't know if any of you are aware, most of you may well be from his time at like Norwich and Burnley, but Robbie Brady, he can play anywhere down left-hand side, really good set-piece taker and one to be wary of. And obviously they've got that regular problem thorn in our side, Daniel Johnson. Whether he starts or not, I'm not sure nowadays, but he always causes us an issue. It was good to see him on wrong end of some stick at Bramall Lane last year, but they've got some decent players, and as I say, I take a point all day long. So let us know what you think. Let us know in comments. I hope this video comes out as better quality. As long as I can keep improving time and time again, then I'll keep trying to up the quality level. But I appreciate you taking time to watch again. Thanks very much, and up the blades.